Tuesday, royalty checks in.
Is
that contagious?
Is he the real deal?
This is a perfect hideaway.
It's a scam.
Or just the Lion King?
What is your honesty? 1 being the lowest and 10 being lower.
All new Tyler Perry's Assisted Living, Tuesday at 9:30.
All right, Assisted Living fans, I got a look at the extended trailer for next week's episode and Bait and Snitch, and it's a question as to whether or not this new character is truly someone to be trusted or somebody with ulterior motives, basically running a scam. We do know he and Brown will hit it off, but the question is his accent, is his demeanor real, or is it kind of like the Anastasia Willie Mae Jackson, where it's like two different personas but for different reasons? You know, obviously Anastasia being the stage name of the Hollywood star, and Willie Mae being who Anastasia truly is, but that was in regards to her career. But in the case of this new character, it's like, if he's running some sort of scam or lying, what does he have to gain from it? You know, is he simply pretending to be a certain person in order to, you know, get into the facility as a hideaway or something along those lines? Or is it something deeper than that? So that's really all I have to say, because like I said, I've already done a video on the other initial trailer. But, you know, it looks like him and Anastasia hit it off. Him and Brown hit it off. But Vinny and Reggie are suspicious. But is that in regards to Anastasia or the fact that they just sniffed something's wrong with this dude? So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Maybe I will merge this with the original trailer. I don't know. That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, I'll put this trailer first and then do the second trailer after. That way it's like one video as opposed to two, because it doesn't need to be two. So let's go ahead and look at the short trailer, talk about that, and go from there. So I know this video might be confusing, but I didn't want to bombard you with more than necessary.
Mr. Brown finds a new guru.
I have changed my name to African Boombada Shabarang. I'm a willow.
What is your tribe?
Tribe called Quest, brother.
All right, Assisted Living fans, hope everybody's doing well. You just saw the preview for next week's episode, season 2, episode 5, Bait and Snitch. This will be airing on June 22nd after Have and Have Nots, House of Pain, and then Assisted Living. We have a new character, I believe, portrayed by Mr. Chet, and I don't want to pronounce that name wrong, the last name, a Nigerian American, and the preview talks about how Mr. Brown has a new guru, and I believe the character's name, the short name, is Efe. So, you know, it looks like Mr. Brown's going to be connected to some new African roots, if you will. I mean, the preview said it all. It looks pretty ridiculous in terms of Mr. Brown, because this is Mr. Brown. You know, Vinny's just like, oh, gosh, it's going to be a hot mess. But let me just say this much. Not much else to say. You know, it looks like we have another character in the mix who, as opposed to being like a passerby character, I believe this might be yet another new addition to the assisted living facility. But let me just say that since I really don't have much to add to the conversation of the preview, unless there's like an extended cut somewhere I don't have my hands on yet, I have really been enjoying how we've been seeing a proper utilization of not just the new characters, but the fact that the older characters from season 1 are also taking part in the storyline. So I think by, you know, I don't know how many new characters total will be added to the facility. I just think, like, overall, we're seeing more of a community/family unit. And if that's the case, I'm all for it, because we're seeing different character combinations in terms of interactions, and I'm really enjoying it. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what we have in store next week, because this week's episode, last week's episode were both phenomenal. And Assisted Living, keep it up. That's all I'm saying. I feel like so far, it's definitely been the show with the most improvement over the previous season. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And without further ado, if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll talk to you soon.